Scattered showers today, a high of 8 degrees, but keep in mind we're already at 6 degrees, so we're not going to change much in the way of temperature. You can see how mild it is throughout the lower mainland. Further east into Agassiz, it's a little cooler at 3 degrees and 4 in through Hope right now. Here's a look at the forecast for this afternoon. So heavier rain expected in through Tofino and then up in through Port Hardy as well, but scattered showers expected just further south and east of there. Whistler expecting 10 to 15 centimeters, and this is by the end of the day tomorrow, so another storm moving in, and that's just going to add to that. So there's periods of rain on Sunday, and we have the possibility of wet snow, if you can believe it, on Monday and Tuesday once again, Jane. So another couple of storms on the way in. Not much of a break there at all, really, but we'll have a look at details for throughout the rest of the province in terms of long-term forecast in a bit.
All right, there's no yellow suns in that entire 7-day forecast, Kristi. Thank you. All right. Well, the annual teddy bear toss at the Pacific Coliseum will take place tonight, and Jay will have more on that, as well as highlights of last night's game between the Giants and the Bruins. Sports is after the break.
Do these plays die? Gets another one for Vancouver. It feels like they...
If you eat nutritious snacks, you'll be ready to face the day. If you're ready to face the day, you'll be able to fight the fire-breathing dragons. If you can fight the dragons, you'll be able to rescue the princess and carry her back to the kingdom. And if you're going to carry her all the way back to the kingdom, you'll need to eat more cheese.
Your age doesn't decide what you can do, you do.
Oh, sorry.
And when you can't eat right, you trust the science of Centrum Select, formulated for people over 50. Available in tablets or chewables, it's complete from A to Zinc.
In a small village in Africa lives 13-year-old Nia. For up to 1 week every month, Nia may have to miss school just because she has her period, which means she may fall so far behind, she'll eventually drop out. Now when you buy Always, you'll be helping to supply the girls of Southern Africa with an education and the pad that protects more women than any other brand. So no girl misses her chance to shine. Have a happy period. Always.
Why tune into the early edition with Rick Clough? Rick and the morning team bring it all together, from what's happening around the world to what's happening close to home. Issues that matter. Vancouver is a beautiful city, but it still faces challenges. Whether it's traffic and construction, the rising cost of housing, or more complex issues, the morning team at 6:90 a.m. keep you informed and connected to your city. The early edition with Rick Clough, weekday morning starting at 5:30 on CBC Radio 1.
We count down the most talked about celebrities of 2007 on the next Entertainment Tonight.
On the next ET Canada, Celine's final farewell in Vegas.
Welcome back. Jay's in with sports with his girlfriend.
Well,
come on, your little friend.
Check her out, huh? Pretty in pink, isn't she?
Isn't that nice?
Well, you know, it is Teddy Bear Toss Night. It's a tradition in the Western Hockey League, and yeah, they're expecting some 10,000 fans out. So, yeah, Teddy's going to find a new home. So if you're heading to the Giants game tonight, pick up a teddy bear and toss him or her on the ice as soon as the Giants score their first goal. So wait until it's an official go, though. So, yes, Vancouver Giants hosting the Chilliwack Bruins. You know what? The only love that'll be in the building is that for the Teddy Bears. Giants and Bruins have had a hate-on for each other since day one. It does not help matters when the Giants are 12-0-1-1 lifetime against Chilliwack, have never lost in regulation. They're 3-0-2 versus the Bruins this season. There's Spencer Mahachuk, first period. Mike Berube from Lance Boma. 1-0 early on. They had over 5,000 in Chilliwack last night. Close to a sellout, but not quite. Evander Kane. Nice pass from Casey Piro-Zabotel. And it's 2-0. Gets another one for Vancouver. It feels like they
Kane had a pair last night.
Get to the front of the
Pokes in a loose puck right here. He's got 12. That's a pretty good season for a 16-year-old. Not quite halfway through the season. It's 3-0 for the Giants. How's this for a nice hit? Cody Hobbs on Craig Cunningham. Goes right through him.
Cunningham gets right back up, though. Giants had this game won after the first 20 minutes. It was 4-0 after one. Lance Bowman with the goal right there. They go up 5-0 in the second period. Craig Shearer with a long shot. They coast to win it 5-1. As mentioned, the Giants have never lost a game in regulation time against Chilliwack. Other Western Hockey League scores for you. Kamloops all over Prince George. 7-2 the final there. Kootenay beats Lethbridge 4-3, and Kelowna slides past Prince Albert 3-2. NHL action. Christian Husselis and the Flames sizzling of late. 3 straight road wins. They're in Carolina. Jerome McGinley. Iggy pops his 21st of the season. It was 3-2 for the Flames. 3-3 in the third now. Off the face-off. Check it out. Boom, bam, back of the net. Dion Phaneuf with the winner. Flames have won 4 in a row. All those 4 wins on the road. Ducks and Wild. There's the unproductive one, also known as Todd Bertuzzi. He's awaiting his new teammates. Brian Burke freed up some salary. Doug Waite's on his way to Anaheim. Andy McDonald's heading to St. Louis. That's Aaron Voro scoring his 6th goal in 16 games. And then Surrey's favorite son, 2-on-1 with Brett Burns. 5-0 at this point. 5-2. Mini goes wild on Anaheim. Vesatoskala, Leafs taking on Atlanta. The Buds have been blooming of late. Alexei Ponifkarovsky, top shelf, nice shot. Leafs shut out the Thrashers 4-0. Toronto 6-1 in their last 7. Pretty good, 6 wins in their last 7. One other game for you. Buffalo 5-3 over Washington. Alexander Ovechkin with his 23rd of the season in the losing cause. So as mentioned, Brian Burke made that trade that he had to free up some salary to get Scott Niedermayer back in the lineup. Doug Waite has been shipped to the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. He's an unrestricted free agent, so none of his money will count to the cap next year. So Andy McDonald heads to St. Louis. Brian Burke saying that Doug Waite and Scott Niedermayer will be in the Ducks lineup tomorrow when the Ducks take to the ice. For St. John's, Michelle Kelly is having a great start to the Skeleton Cup season. She already has 2 golds this year. Yesterday, Michelle found herself 2nd in a race at Lake Placid. Nice little silver medal for her. Of course, she leads the overall World Cup standings right now for women. As mentioned, Teddy Bear Toss night. Bring it, Teddy. Wait for that first goal, and then away goes Teddy on the ice.
Done. That's how you do it.
There you go.
Good. And you got more, I think, to show us later.
Got more, you betcha.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jay. All right. Well, residents in central and eastern Canada are bracing for a major winter storm this weekend. We'll have more on that ahead. Also coming up, Carla Homolka has apparently left the country, and we'll tell you where she's reportedly living when the Saturday Morning News returns.
Faster than a decongestant, more powerful than a stuffy nose. It's Breathe Right nasal strips. Come on, honey. My allergies keep me up every night. How's this gonna help?
The same way it helps my snoring every night.
Until you try for yourself, it's hard to believe the instant nasal congestion relief that comes from Breathe Right strips. Nasal congestion limits airflow, but Breathe Right's patented reflex action gently lifts open nasal passages to help you get more air. Breathe better, sleep better with Breathe Right. Original tan or clear for sensitive skin.
Ho, ho, ho. And what would you like for Christmas?
Remote control car, Goo Factory, Hot Wheels Superset, Ooze Attack, Figure Spider-Man, Web Blaster, Tonka Dom Truck, Speed Stack Set, Hockey Stick and Skates, and a compound miter saw.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
For the coolest toys, making Christmas sing starts at Canadian Tire.
Waiting is the hardest part. And then, Kinder Surprise. A toy you can build together, and delicious Kinder chocolate for moments you'll always treasure. Kinder Surprise. The real treat is the time you'll share together. Available this season, Kinder Christmas Ball and these delicious Kinder treats.
This cold season, look for the Vicks Shield. No matter what symptoms you might get, the Vicks family of products has got you covered. For comfort and care, Vicks is always there.
Live from Global British Columbia, the Saturday Morning News.
Welcome back. In southern Ontario today, hundreds of people are expected to attend the funeral for 16-year-old Aksa Parvez. Parvez was found strangled in her home Monday night. Her father, Muhammad, has been charged in connection with her murder and is being held in custody. Her brother has also been charged with obstruction of justice in the case. He was freed on bail yesterday. She had reportedly clashed with her family for refusing to wear traditional Muslim garb. One of Canada's most notorious ex-cons may have left the country. A report from TVA, a Montreal-based network, says Carla Homolka, her second husband, and their one-year-old child have settled somewhere in the Caribbean, which is where her husband is from. Homolka was freed from prison in July of 2005 after serving 12 years for her role in the killing of 2 Ontario schoolgirls. Since then, she has been living in Montreal without any restrictions. The network said Homolka decided to leave Canada so that she could give her child a normal life. A long-standing tradition from Canada Post has been put on hold. Every year, employees of the National Mail Service help Santa to write letters to every child who sends one in. Well, this year, 10 really inappropriate letters made their way into children's homes in the Ottawa area. Canada Post and the police are now searching for the culprit. The letters are definitely not the examples of Christmas spirit. This letter that was sent to Rosalind Acosta's son that she got, for instance, and like all the letters, this one has a personal P.S., but you can imagine his mother's surprise when she opened it.
P.S. This letter is too damn long, you go yourself, fool. So now I feel like I can't even let him open a letter from Santa Claus. Of all people in the world, I have to protect him from, you know, someone pretending to be Santa Claus.
Unfortunately, what's happened is that we have, in the Ottawa area alone, received about a little more than 10 reports of letters from Santa, children receiving letters from Santa that have inappropriate comments on the bottom. The comments range from just general inappropriate language and comments on the length of their wish lists to, unfortunately, the other end of the spectrum, in that some of the comments are really quite disturbing.
Canada Post believes it is the work of one person and that if that person is caught and convicted, they could face up to 10 years in prison. Some 22,000 Subway restaurants will be starting a new recycling program. Franchise owners will start putting in recycling bins, switching napkins, cutlery, and plastic cups, amongst other efforts to help minimize the chain's impact on the environment. Video game sales soared last month, up to 52% from last year. After drastically cutting their prices, Sony saw sales for its PlayStation 3 almost quadruple, and Microsoft's Xbox 360 doubled sales from October. But the top seller was the Nintendo DS, with 1.5 million units sold. Internet giant Google is taking on Wikipedia, the popular online encyclopedia, with a similar project of its own. The search engine giant is testing a new service allowing people to create websites with their own photos and information on any subject. Readers would be able to comment, ask questions, rate, and review the entries. The hunt is on for coyotes in Canmore, Alberta, after 3 attacks on small children in a week. But some locals are saying that the animals are not to blame. Global Calgary's Jill Croteau reports.
Absolute peace and quiet. It's like a postcard of a quaint mountain resort, seemingly untouched by major development. Or is it? Canmore is building up and out. Some say it's growing way too fast, and that's what's forcing wildlife into the town. The more their territory is tramped on, the more likely coyotes will mingle among the people.
Right up through the bush and nailed her here. And then she challenged him. He had to have been waiting for her. Ooh, that's even scarier.
Loretta Short's 13-year-old daughter is still spooked after a coyote lunged at her Sunday night, sinking its teeth into her winter clothes.
She's just got a tiny scrape on her side now, but when I first seen it, she had welts this long from the teeth. And she's very fortunate. She's definitely more leery. She doesn't want to play outside anymore unless somebody is with her.
3 nights later, 2 other young children were nipped by a coyote in a crowd of people during a winter celebration. That's unusual, and wildlife officials are keeping watch.
It's probably one coyote that's exhibiting that behavior. I don't think it's a group of them specifically, but we'll monitor that.
Parents aren't panicked. They say it's all about respecting their natural backyard.
We've developed so much of the valley from rim to rim. There's just no more room for wildlife. So it's inevitable that more and more of these human-wildlife conflicts are going to exist.
There's always possibilities, and that's the risk that you take, I think, living in an environment that you're sharing with wildlife.
In fact, another species may be to blame for the encounters, an overabundance of bunnies, a never-ending food source for the coyotes.
Well, central and eastern Canada are getting ready for a major storm that could drop as much as 40 centimeters of snow, and that should be starting later today. Environment Canada has put Ontario under a winter storm watch. Quebec, Nova Scotia, and PEI are under snowfall warnings. Winds are also expected to reach as high as 60 kilometers an hour, and that combined with the heavy snowfall could create whiteout conditions, making the roads treacherous for drivers. Ontario Provincial Police have also scheduled extra officers to brace for the storm. Kristi Gordon joins us now with a look at our national weather. And Kristi, obviously pretty bad back there in the east.
It certainly is. Now, the heaviest part of this storm, actually, Jane, is going to move in a little bit later today and then through the overnight periods. If we have a look at our forecast, our national forecast, the low pressure center is actually just going to be south of Toronto. But what that will do is feed in the moisture from sort of the Atlantic up into that area. But it also creates lake effect snow by pushing that up sort of north of the lakes into the Toronto and Windsor area. So some areas due to lake effect snow could see up to 40 centimeters, but on average from that system they could see between 25 to 30 centimeters of snow, and this is sort of starting overnight tonight and then through their day tomorrow. So a lot of snow on the way and very windy conditions, as you said, that whiteout conditions expected. Now north up into Montreal, they're going to see sunshine for today, but they'll start to see that system move in as they head into tomorrow. And then further west from there, mainly cloudy skies. Certainly not a major system like they're going to see in through the central Canada region. Vancouver expecting 8 degrees and scattered showers on the west coast. And good morning to everyone in Vernon. We have a map to show you. Well, Vernon is actually along Highway 97 just north of Kelowna, and it's in the northern sections of the Okanagan Valley, nestled between the Swan, Kalamalka, and Okanagan Lake. So it's a great little area to head for wintertime because Silver Star is nearby there, and they've had 6 centimeters of snow in the last little while. However, Jane, I was looking at some of the tower cams throughout that area, and it looks like the roads there are clear for the time being, but there is some more snow expected through the day today and especially overnight tonight. So more details about the long-term forecast is next.
All right, thanks so much, Kristi. Well, a colorful dance event is taking place at the Roundhouse Community Centre in Vancouver this weekend. We'll have more on that in the Fun File after a break and the snow report. Stay with us.
Bye, Dad. I'm sorry I can't stay.
You be careful on those roads, you hear?
I will. Oh, I almost forgot. This is for you.
You shouldn't have. What a gorgeous lamp!
Surprise someone with gifts or a gift card from IKEA this holiday. IKEA, love your home.
Presenting Uncle Ben's Natural Select. Quality rice with delicious natural flavors infused into every grain. Bring your meals to life with Uncle Ben's Natural Select. Rice it up. Presenting Uncle Ben's Long Grain Perfection. Quality long grain rice that's ready in just 10 minutes and perfect every time. Uncle Ben's Long Grain Perfection. Rice it up.
Introducing a world first. The Braun Pulsonic. Powered with innovative sonic technology. Thousands of micro vibrations from the dynamic shaver head help capture more hair with every stroke for Braun's most thorough shave ever. The new Braun Pulsonic with sonic pulsing action.
Why tune into the early edition with Rick Clough? Rick and the morning team bring it all together, from what's happening around the world to what's happening close to home. Issues that matter. Vancouver is a beautiful city, but it still faces challenges. Whether it's traffic and construction, the rising cost of housing, or more complex issues, the morning team at 6:90 a.m. keep you informed and connected to your city. The early edition with Rick Clough, weekday morning starting at 5:30 on CBC Radio 1.
Celebrate the season at the 21st Annual Festival of Trees at the Vancouver Four Seasons Hotel. All funds raised through this event go to the urgent needs at BC Children's Hospital. Come join in the holiday spirit, now till January 2nd.
Hi, I'm Province Entertainment reporter Stuart Dardane here outside Canada Place, where there's a big event going on over this holiday season. But first, the rest of the Weekend Fun File.
But I hope you're prepared to be scareder than scared.
If you love Cat in the Hat, Horton Hears a Who, all those other great Dr. Seuss things, you can see them all with a little song and dance thrown in at Seussical, the musical, which is on right now down at Waterfront Theatre through January 5th. This is Carousel Theatre's production of a fine, family, fun musical.
All the things you can think when you think about Seuss.
My name is Robert Neville. I'm a survivor living in New York City.
Opening at theaters all over this weekend, I Am Legend. Will Smith stars as the last man on Earth, a scientist who must find a cure to an amazing thing that's turned us all into flesh-eating zombies, or something like that. I forget which version this is. This movie has been made many times before. I believe once with Vincent Price, and then once later as the movie Omega Man.
If there's anybody out there, anybody, please, you are not alone.
While Disney's Beauty and the Beast may not exactly be Christmas holiday fare, it is in fact a fantastic show to take children to. Saw it last year when it was a big hit. Now it's back again, bound to be another big hit, and there's reasons. The songs are good, the costumes are fantastic, the acting is hilarious, and you can go and take the kids and have a really good time at the Arts Club Stanley Theatre, where the show is on through January. Tickets at Ticketmaster. If you're looking for something to warm yourself up, then why not check out South Asian Arts? This is a Bollywood-influenced Bhangra dance.
We're back. As you can see, we're having a few tape difficulties. We'll try to get to that later in the next couple of hours. But Kristi Gordon joins us now with a look at our long-range forecast. Kristi, and hopefully you don't move that fast as you're doing that. Yeah.
No blinking going on here. Jane, we've got a whole series of storms on the way. How about that? Good times. I know. So today's we're going to see a bit of a break here on the south coast today, and then we're going to see another storm roll in overnight tonight, bringing wind and rain to the south coast. And for inland regions, basically from Whistler further inland and Hope further inland, that's where you're going to see the snow. As we head towards Monday and Tuesday, that's where we have the possibility here on the south coast of seeing some wet snow once again. So let's have a look at this long range forecast. It's mainly cloudy out there right now. 6 degrees. We've actually cooled off through the overnight periods. Last night was 7 degrees. Now we're at 6 degrees. So we're going to hover around 6, 7, 8 degrees throughout the lower mainland today. We're not going to change much in the way of temperature. Here's a look at the long term. So we're dealing with a frontal band right now. That is bringing snow, however, fairly light to most areas inland, showers to the coast. Then we're going to see this next system roll in overnight tonight. That's going to bring the heavy rain and wind. And we have another system off in the distance right through here. So it's going to be one after another, unfortunately. Now, it depends on what you like. It's not great news for the roads, but it certainly is great news for our local mountains because there is a lot of snow on the way. Temperatures are going to stay cool enough. BC Peace River looking at flurries through the morning periods, but you're actually heading towards sunshine by the afternoon. And the clear skies will continue overnight tonight and into your morning tomorrow, but then by the end of the day tomorrow, you'll be back into the snow again. Just light flurries expected. That's the same for Whitehorse. So flurries this morning, you'll see sunshine in the afternoon, and then into your Sunday, you're back into scattered flurries once again. North Coast, so periods of rain for you today. Very windy conditions as well. Tomorrow, you'll see a bit of a break with scattered showers, but then you're right back into heavier amounts of rain and snow into your Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures cool off significantly, so that possibility of snow is even towards the coast in Prince Rupert, areas like that. Caribou Central Interior, 1 degree is your high today, so periods of snow for you today, light, just a 60% chance, so very scattered throughout the day, and then into tomorrow as well. But as you warm up to 3 degrees, you have a chance of seeing that snow change to sort of wet snow or even just scattered showers. Columbia Kootenay region, 2 to 4 centimeters for you today. In a little bit, we're going to show you the mountain passes. All mountain passes are looking covered with snow right now, so keep that in mind if you're planning on heading out. Just a 40% chance of flurries for Thompson, Okanagan. Better chance into tomorrow, but temperatures warm up, so you could see that just change to wet flurries in the afternoon tomorrow. 5 centimeters today for Whistler, 10 centimeters tomorrow, so a great weekend in terms of the mountain and onto the island as well. Temperatures are sort of warming up a little bit, 7 degrees, so scattered showers, and then rain tomorrow. They cool off on Monday and Tuesday, so that's where some inland areas, just like through our region where we have higher elevations on Monday and Tuesday, the potential of snow. But for the next 2 days, it's going to stay mild and rainy, basically, Jane. Scattered showers today, heavier rain tomorrow, and we're going to continue that way into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, boy, all the way through to Friday, as you can see there. So, wintry conditions, that's what you can say.
A good time to get all that Christmas shopping done.
Exactly.
All right, thanks a lot, Kristi. We're going to take a quick break now. Still ahead, 2 Led Zeppelin fans from BC are recounting the thrill of a lifetime after they made it to last Monday's concert in London. That story's next.
Digital camera,
waffle maker,
fondue set,
MP3 player,
yoga mat,
snowshoes,
gift card.
For a gift they'll love, Making Christmas Sing starts at Canadian Tire.
Why prepare your turkey the traditional way, when the easy way is cook from frozen stuffed butterball? It goes from freezer to oven. Tender, juicy turkey, home-style stuffing, and best of all, it's butterball.
Now through Sunday, Peoples is having a spectacular sale with savings up to 50% and more. Like this $12.99 1-carat 3-stone diamond pendant, now just $4.99. Plus, take an extra 10% off any purchase of $500 or more. Hurry in, now through Sunday. Only at Peoples, the diamond store.
We're going out for a smoke. You coming? No, thanks. I'll pass. Okay.
What gives?
I'm quitting.
Quitting? But you just had one this morning.
I'm cutting back gradually with Nicorette.
That's nuts. You should be out there with them, enjoying a nice, relaxing smoke.
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Now, you can cut back to quit with Nicorette. Nicorette, help crush your craving.
Remember the coin test? Well, now you can clean your whole house with Easy Off BAM.
Cleaning used to mean all of these, but now I need just 3. Orange BAM makes soap scum and lime scale just wipe away. Green BAM gets rid of greasy stains without scrubbing. And yellow BAM for tough toilet stains, moldy tiles, and keeping drains unblocked. For me, BAM is all I need.
BAM, and the dirt is gone.